Lapse of concentration from Sundowns causes them to drop points in the Betway Premiership. 1-1 draw against the Stellenbosch at the Loftus Versfeld. But I did not see this one coming. To be quite honest, I thought Sundowns were going to win this game with that 1-0 scoreline. But a lapse of concentration, a huge mistake from Ukhulumani Ndamani. He causes a penalty for Sundowns. He steps up and his penalty was saved by Ronwen Williams. Then he scores from the rebound. But I have a question with that penalty, after Uronza saved that penalty, right? Ulinesman ukawaphamisa flag waphinde wayehlisa after uThurufatso Mabasa akorele i-rebound. So ngithanda ukwazi ukuthi is there is there an advantage now in the penalty shootouts? Because for me, I thought there was a retake, right? But siphume kuleyo situation bafethu. Sundowns now, they have to blame themselves a little bit. They could have scored more goals in this game. Yes, bekhona opportunity ka Tashreq Matthews, of which I feel like, I don't know about whether it's onside or offside, but the line was too tight. For me, I think there was onside. But besides that, Sundowns were just passing the ball and not trying to hurt Stellenbosch, right? And Stellenbosch, I guess we have to give them their credit because they stayed in the game. They make sure Sundowns doesn't score a lot of goals until Utuhofa Tomabasa got an opportunity to level the game. But to be quite honest, I think Sundowns will be disappointed. Stellenbosch, definitely, they stole a point in this game. But to be quite honest, I thought they were not going to win this game. The Betway Premiership title race is back on, bafethu. Asazi bafethu sizobona. Salute.
Amaklab lawa mawayodlala neSundowns mina ngazi ukuthi acabanga kanjani. Angazi acabanga kanjani wonke hayi ukuthi Stellenbosch kuphela. Anyways, Mamelodi Sundowns 1, Stellenbosch 1, late goal by Umabasa. Ndamane. But uzokhulu uzoba right umfana. Let's talk about the game real quickly. Tactical approach by both these teams was quite good for their respective objectives. Sundowns was playing with a back three beginning of the game, the first 30 minutes. Mudau, Ndamane, Benokekane form part of the back three, and instruction Mudiba was to go hug the line on the left hand side, right? And to counter that, Stellenbosch decided to trigger a four-man press, and the people who were on that press was Titus, Umakobodi, Upales. I forgot the fourth guy. Those are the guys who try to trigger the four-man press, right? But then Sundowns is lame. What they would do is they would either drop Umkwena to become the fourth man in the back three and try to play out of the press, or Ronwen Williams would trigger the 11th man. And because of that, they were able to play out of the press. And then after Sundowns realized time, man, they just pretend like they're pressing, but they don't all full out press. But decided to release Umtawa Hamba operator on the flanks, right? It remains as a back two now. But now what they would do is Umtawa would hug the line, Umudiba would hug the line, but then the wingers would invert. And by inverting, they create spaces, they overload the midfield, and it allows them to combine with the midfielders, Nofolsna, Ogusales, Oguntabeling, of which is how the goal came about. Matthews inverted inside on the left-hand side, combining with Arthur Sales, on Tabeling, give and take, Bashainet. Brilliant display by them. Umudiba team first half with that back pass. I was really impressed with the movement against Tabeling off the ball. You know, when you pass the ball, you need to expect it back. So move towards the space where you anticipate the ball will be. And that's exactly what he did to get the goal. So salute to him. Sundowns at Rapama points. I think it's going down to the wire. You're nice Sundowns in the but they were too complacent tonight and they got punished for that. Well done to Stellies. It's going to be very interesting moving forward.
Keep in hand the Liga. Keep in hand the Liga. I'm still saying it. Don't let this little draw fool you. It's because I know in the back of their minds, they know they had 2 games in hand. So they had breathing space. This was the game for them to just after the CAF encounters. That's why Richards Bay needs to be careful. And that's why I still say give them the league. I see Pirates fans celebrating in the stadium like Sundowns had lost their game. And I'm wondering, you guys still know you've given them a game in hand. And now they go to Richards Bay. Richards Bay, there's a storm coming. Richards Bay, buckle up. But you know, like you knew in the back of your mind, this Betway Premiership title chase would not end without Uncle Gav having a say in it. Uncle Gav at the end was sprinting, thinking he had won it. Uncle Gav put in a mid to low block. Not putting pressure on Sundowns. Sundowns, you make the errors. And that's what we capitalize on. And that's exactly what happened. Uncle Gav coached it to a T, that game. Your Uncle Gav is dangerous. Uncle Gav's planning is next level, Uncle Gav. Well, it makes it exciting, but still give him the league. It's not like they lost. They drew a game against a very good, stubborn, rigid system, Stellenbosch. Stubborn. You saw that mid to low block. You won't get through it very easy. But now, I have a question. Was Sundowns robbed now? Matthew's goal was onside. Was Sundowns robbed? If we had VAR here, let me not even talk about VAR because next door could be sitting number 6 if there was VAR. Sally said that first goal. Inch perfect pass, well weighted. And Chabeling, what a finish. What a finish, 3. Decent game of football, but Sundowns relaxed after the first goal. And I still repeat, I think at the back of their mind, they had that 2 games in hand situation. So sacrifice one probably, and then the next one they start locking in from now on. Sundowns are still winning the league. Yeah, we can have a title chase. Pirates can come close and have fun, but Sundowns are winning the league. And Pirates, this weekend, be careful because now you guys are playing under pressure and we relax. We just chase number 2. Guys, Kaizer Chiefs might win the Soweto Derby now, and I'm seeing how things are unfolding in the Betway Premiership. The drama is not over. It's getting heated up.
Hayi nina ningunumber 2 izawudlala iSundowns nizosuka apho ku1 nina nibambele iSundowns apha kunumber 1 hayi nina nizaba kunumber 2 hayi league is gone hayi kwacha kwacima kanti mamele disciplinary committee yeStellenbosch ithi nitsho kanjalo wafika umabasa wathi kaloku mna enhlizweni yam ndilibhakaniya nasemithanjeni yam nasegazini lam ndilibhakaniya ndiyazilwa imfazwe zebhakaniya simdeploye ngabom kwesaStellenbosch umabasa wathi ke njekishe i-champion into i-finalists ze-CAF i-Champions League hello sisi cela ubuza se-office zeMamelodi Sundowns ezo okay, yes, uthanda noTumelo Trom. Yes, i-speak person sabalandeli be-Orlando Pirates. Pirates le number 1 noba iSundowns seyidlalile. Enkosi mabasa mfethu. Tango mabasa, tango. Sorry. Yes, nguTumelo Trom sis. Hayi benzithi mandichekishe nje i-finalists zende ze-CAF uba ziqhuba njani. Ndandithe kaloku mna it's not guaranteed ukuthi iSundowns izaziwina zonke iigame zayo. Kwathethwa man, bathetha nabe-Chiefs, bathetha into eninzi abantu mamele ndithi mna it's not guaranteed ukuthi iSundowns izowina zonke iigame zayo. Kunjani xa kunje? Udropile. Tango mabasa, tango!
Masandawana izinto zishintshile ke manje. Seyiganga omnye umhlaba. Diloti itshintshe. Izinto zishintshe ngempela ke manje. Seyiganga omnye umhlaba. Anikwazi ukuthi ningehlulwa ukushaya istelisi. Yabo, asikwazi futhi ukuthi singadonatela abantu abangekho serious ngempela. Indaba ka4 goals na 3 points iyaphela namhlanje. Phelile. Singamane sidonate lo meza ngoba ba serious bona bayayifuna leli futhi kade bayigcina. Nina niyabhampa ngoba lokho phela yini asikwazi ke thina ukuthi cacisani niyayifuna le league noma cha. Seningehlula nje ukushaya istelisi. Anikho serious nina. Anikho serious. Siyahamba ngo friendship iphelile ngo. Singamane so donate lo meza anikho serious. Ayinaze nangicika yezwani. Naze nangicika.
Mamelodi Sundowns 1, Stellenbosch 1. Sanbona, I hope Nyapil. 5 things that we learned from this game. Before I get on the 5 things that we learned, I will never understand coaches who approach a game already having told themselves they lost. Of course, there's being pragmatic, and then there's just you not even trying, right? Anyways, let's get to the 5 things that we learned from this game. Great link-up play between Umodiba and Matthews on the left. We could actually benefit a lot from Leah profile Matthews in the national team. We already know Uti Coach Wetu is very stern in his selection yake, so we will always have a profile Leah Lokuzayam. Yeah, I don't want to digress. Right on the left, because Apolis can play both sides, wings. So we can actually benefit with a technically gifted winger like Matthews. I think he had such a great game, and Ubelinka Kamnandi Nomoti, but look at that pass that he gave to Ayende that was saved. Brilliant. I love Matthews, and also his skill and ability to take on defenders, amazing. So he had a great game, and yeah, he can give us a different profile to what we already have in the national team, also depending on the opponents. Yeah, that's something I wanted to say. With David Titus, my biggest problem with him is that he is full of speed, but not very technically gifted. There's so much missing with game Lokuza, David Titus. I even think Uguti Opili is a better winger than he is. At some point, I wish they could swap Lama wingers. At least David Titus, I la Payana, Speed Disake, Ayobegana, no Lokuz, no sailors. Ebesekbuya Upiling up. He could have given Estelis better outputs. In the first half, he had so many balls coming his direction, but he always looked like he was not expecting the ball, and so he didn't know what to do with it. That chance that he got from Liam Mistake, Lokoza, Modiba, he could have just chipped the ball to leave over Ulokuza, goalkeeper, and then it makes its way to the net, right? But he wanted to run with the ball because Ikemiake is more speed and less about like using umqondo wakho and ama skills akho, taking on defenders, and that's the biggest issue with ama forwards at Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch doesn't have forwards that have great ball control and retention. So it's always a disadvantage for them when they are outnumbered in front, and you need someone that will be able to retain the ball and control it while others are jogging into open spaces. So unfortunately, they didn't have that. Ayende is a very important midfielder in this South African league. As a deep playing playmaker, he was amazing, controlling the tempo game and also helping Mamelodi Sundowns to play. So yeah, impact tackle was very important namhlanje because Umokwena looks exhausted. Pili is amazing and it can only go up from here. Urenas didn't have a supply of the ball, so impact tackle being abonakal. Also, Amaranz wake were questionable. Better football was played in the second half. I think Unda is a great defender. He just can't run to save his life. He cannot run to save his life. I will never understand why David Titus decided to be defensive in the first half and play without a striker. You have one of the best strikers, according to me, Umabasa, in the league. Composure, finishing, amazing. Look what he did as soon as he came in. He could have ended up the game with 3 points for Stellenbosch. It's unfortunate how Ndamane conceded. It's actually so sad seeing him, but I hope and know these things happen in football. Otherwise, I think it's a well-deserved draw, man. It's a well-deserved draw. I don't think Mamelodi Sundowns deserved to win this game. Great goal by Unsabeleng, but I don't think they deserved it in any way. So yeah, it was a well-deserved draw and not a very entertaining game. Let me know what you thought about this game.
Yo. Okay, but first, let's see for video namhlanje. Before I say anything, I just want to say, I can honestly see Sisilo sitting next to Umadludlu lapha ushoti lapha ku Super Sport and just talking football because I realize and akazenzisi, but like I can just sit and listen to her akhuluma ngebhola because realize and into bafethu like I was one of those Paris fans who were like, okay, man, you were just cementing our place number 2 for iCAF next year iCAF. But manje mfethu libuyile ithemba mfethu. Ithemba libuyile manje mfethu and enye into engiyibonile ukuthi i-Sundowns mfethu kusamele mfethu iyodlala noSwelele no-Richards Bay and those are ama-team anzima mfethu ukuthi udlale nawo. So thina into ekumele siyenze as i-Pirates ukuthi siyawina against Chiefs and make sure ukuthi siyawina against Stellenbosch and after that mfethu sichaye. After that is chai and amathemba ami mfethu ukuthi i-team ezostoppa i-Sundowns awekho kwi-Chiefs, akwi-Richards Bay. Imagine amathemba ami mfethu wonke mfethu akwi-Richards Bay ukuthi mhlampe i-Sundowns mfethu izothi maya le mhlathuze mfethu izofika i-draw. But ngiyathemba ukuthi i-Richards Bay mfethu izongenza proud because la team mfethu izokufrustrate. Yabo le mpahla le, but yeah, I'm happy about some results namhlanje and mfethu nangazi ukuthi I don't usually make videos about i-Sundowns, but namhlanje I had to because ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi nabo ukuthi ngicabanga ngabafethu ukuthi do you guys still think ukuthi Pirates ikhona ibuyile kwi-title race or beyi-fluke nje mfethu i-Sundowns is still going to win the Shandies. But into engayisho kwelami side ukuthi ithemba libuyile bafethu and yeah, we are winning the league mfethu because i-Sundowns mfethu izofike i-draw lapha kwi-Richards Bay. Thina we more Chiefs, we more Stellenbosch, then after that smooth sailing. But they still have to play Polokwane City and that team zokufrustrate. Swelele, Richards Bay. Yo, Chiefs futhi. So Sundowns mfethu in our fixture anzima and they still have a to focus on. So it's ours for the taking. Oh man, mfethu, I'm dreaming mfethu.